Welcome to episode 50 of UTBB. I'm your host, Sharon Bush.
I'm your co-host, Kate, the Bluegrass Skeptic. And we don't have any other hosts.
I'm your other co-host, the guy that answers, Joe Kindick.
Ah, goddamn. This is Adam Fusion, and I got fucking allergies.
Oh, God. Are we going to hear you sniffing all night long?
Probably.
Oh.
Sniffer.
Can you guys believe we're 50 episodes in?
I know, this is like a big deal, I would think, if someone cared.
I know, if somebody cared. 50 episodes in.
Our 7 listeners might care.
Well, you know, there's one person that does care. Mad shout out to JS. Don't want to give your name out, being our Patreon saint.
Yes,
Motherfucker, you
know.
rock.
He's got his...
Thank you very much, my man.
He's getting his limited edition keychain with a shamrock on it.
Yeah, he was our St. Patrick's Day saint.
Very nice.
I'm just surprised somebody from Westmoreland was able to donate money instead of spending it on meth.
Oh, that's terrible.
That sure makes a meth of things.
Now.
Well, to at least our one paying Patreon saint of the holy $5 bill. Tell him what we're discussing tonight, Sharon.
Well, tonight we're going to be taking apart Easter and the art park, and Adam is going to be leading us in a discussion of the movie Brainwashing My Dad.
Yes, and I look forward to it. Y'all hang on, everybody. It's going to be a good episode.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so big news happened up here in northern Kentucky where I live, spitting distance across the river from Cincinnati, Ohio. My Tri-State Freethinkers groups made a bigger splash than we realized we'd make, but in a good way. And you know how earlier we were talking about shit? Well,
we do enjoy shit.
We're kind of getting back into shit. At least we're going to be talking about somebody who's full of more shit than Noah's Ark, and that's Ken Ham. So we all know he's doing the Ark Encounter, as I like to call it, the Ark Park. It's been extensively covered, including by our good
friend of the show, Dan Errol, Pimp Daddy Supreme.
Whoop, whoop.
The man on the mission.
Big news, Tri-State Freethinkers has started an Indiegogo campaign where we are putting out a billboard to kind of counter the opening of this Ark Park. And it's going to be the Genocide and Incest Park campaign. Now, we have a couple benchmarks. The main goal was to raise like $2,000 so we could put a billboard up that shows, you know, an Ark on flooded waters, and it shows people drowning all around the Ark. All we need was $2,000 for this. And it's going to keep the billboard up for a month. We're already up to $7,000.
I think it would be, I mean, I think this idea is great. It's fantastic. I think they should throw in some babies and some toddlers and, some dead puppies.
Oh, yeah.
I think they should make it 3D.
I'm getting an erection now. Stop.
Like the Chick-fil-A billboards. They need to make it 3D with some dead baby doll floating.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It'd be pretty brilliant. Or just have babies clawing the side of the Ark itself.
But basically, though, this whole billboard, this is the pitch. It's basically that the Ark Encounters a water park based on a representation of Noah's Ark. Ark Encounters receiving state tax incentives while maintaining their discriminatory hiring practices. And this whole thing's supposed to open on July 7th of this year. And it's going to celebrate a parable of genocide and incest. And while Tri-State Freethinkers, we acknowledge that, Ark Park people have a legal right to celebrate their mythology, we find it immoral and highly inappropriate as a family entertainment venue. So basically, this billboard's going to kind of remind people that Noah's Ark is a biblical story that's immoral and shouldn't be encouraged as a family fun day. And it's kind of neat because, there's different perk levels for contributors. If you do $10, you get the stowaway level where you get to sneak onto the boat, which means you won't get an official pass, but you can like hide among the animals and help get to the destination.
Oh,
maybe
good
you get a
Lord.
Thank you note. $25, you're hedging your bet. So if there's another epic flood, your donation will guarantee you a spot on the next arc that becomes available.
Oh my God.
That's fucking hilarious.
The $50 is kind of funny. It's a VIP boarding pass. You get to upgrade your spot on the boat. You don't get stuck with the talking snakes, itsy bitsy spiders, and prickly porcupines unless you're into that, Joe.
Hey, I don't like spiders, but all that other shit sounds great.
But my personal favorite is the $100 mark. You get a rain poncho of protection.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome. That's hilarious.
Duck and cover. Duck and cover.
I mean, it's going to be like a rain poncho of protection, and it's going to have the Genocide and Incest Park logo. Conveniently on the go protection.
What is? Do we know what the average pay per ticket I'm getting on this thing is?
I don't know what they're going to be charging for admission yet over at the Ark Encounter. No idea. Now, if you guys want to really get yourself involved, for $250, you'll get a poster of the billboard. So every time you see it, you'll be reminded that no one is watching, even if you're into that, and you get a rain poncho protection and a thank you note.
And for $10,000, Ken Ham will meet you at the back end of the ride and jerk you off.
I'm not going to say that's on there, because that's illegal to say something I'm not sure of.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you though, for $500, you can get your picture on the billboard and be one of the unfortunate souls that's drowning at the bottom of the ocean next to the Ark.
Oh my gosh, I wish I was rich. I'd be on that motherfucker so hard.
$500 ain't bad.
Not when you got a baby on the way. That's a fucking half a crib.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you've had somebody donate like $1,000, haven't you?
Yeah. And when you donate $1,000, you get a VIP pass to the counter event party. There's going to be a party across the street the same day that they open this up. How cool, right?
I want to go to that party.
Basically, you'll get everything that was listed above, and you're going to get like VIP treatment and free stay with the local free thinkers. So, like, if you're an out-of-towner and you want to come in for this event, we'll make sure you've got a place to stay. The whole 9 yards, I mean, it's fantastic. And of course, Tri-State Free Thinkers, we're a 501c3 nonprofit, so anything you donate is tax deductible, but unfortunately that won't be till next year's taxes, because it's already going into April, folks. Sorry, But yeah, so this has really taken off, though. It's been all over the place.
I'm totally donating as soon as I can.
Yeah, I mean, this is running for a month. If you want to donate to this or learn more information, it's at Indiegogo, for those who are familiar. If you're not sure, it's www.indiegogo.com. And then just look for Genocide Incest Park.
Is that Indiegogo?
Yeah.
Well, you got to be more specific around here in the South.
Oh, I know. But I'll tell you though, if you want, you can just go to Google and put in Genocide and Incest Park, and it will bring up the campaign within like a couple clicks. Or you can go to tristatefreethinkers.com, and they'll have a link there. Like I said, this is my tribe up here where I live at. There's like over 1,300 members that we're all involved with. So it was really cool though, because like it's on the atheist. All the major atheist outlets are covering it, including, Dan Arrow's website. It's The Anthropology, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a kick-ass name.
I'm making sure I'm saying that right.
I'm totally fanboy on Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, he's. This is like you said.
Yeah, he's great. I follow him.
But it's funny though, because we have different levels of what we want to accomplish. So, like, since we've raised $6,000, we're gonna have 2 billboards on the state routes for a month after this thing opens. And if we get up to $10,000, we're going to have 4 billboards at the same time, or we'll do 10 locations spread out over the summer. $15,000, we'll do multiple billboards, which will stay up all summer in one kick-ass counter event for the opening day with comedians, live music, and speakers. But look at this. We even put up there $150 million. If we reach $150 million, which sounds crazy, but why not? Why not, right?
Build the actual Ark?
No, we'll build our very own Genocide and Incest Park.
Wow.
And we'll ask for state tax incentives, and we promise we will not discriminate during hiring practices. So, like, what would be at a Genocide and Incest Park? Jim Helton, all hail Jim. He said we could maybe have attractions like the Dead God Zoom Flume, a deep baptism waterfall, maybe a rainbow zip.
All the genocide and incest you care to participate in.
And we actually will have transgender bathrooms, I assume.
Oh, we absolutely. We already have that at all of our meetings.
Yeah, but look, here's what I don't get. You're going to have this huge, how much does the damn thing cost? About $20,000 to build this ark?
Way more.
20 million, I'm sorry.
Yeah. At least.
But you're going to go in and you're going to see just a bunch of people or statues laid out in a formation that has no interaction.
No. There's going to be like a petting zoo in this place. They're going to have actual animals.
Actually, if it's the incest park,